core value proposition of what Teradata offers is really Teradata 12, our database. And it's really purpose-built, for people that want to do decision support. So people that want to bring together lots of detailed data and really be able to ask any question against any data at any time without any reservation. So what makes Teradata the best database for data warehousing is, number one, there's a lot of automatic built-in functionality. Our query optimizer is the best in the industry. When you ask a question of the database, it will spread out the query and optimize it against all the tables to return the quickest performance to the customer. We have quick time to value because the database itself distributes the data. A lot of other applications and databases like Oracle takes a lot of time for DBAs to adjust the data and information. It's simple to manage. It's very responsive to business changes and challenges because it uses a parallel architecture. So it processes everything in parallel for very, very rapid performance. So all of this happens automatically. And we also have some things that are simple optimizations that people can set. So powerful embedded analytics in the database. So in-database data mining, virtual queues, user-defined functions, stored procedures. Also have dynamic performance optimization that makes it easy to have very large workloads against a warehouse, both for strategic and tactical. A lot of the competition out there will just show kind of strategic queries, not both strategic and tactical. And then we have some unique differentiation, which we call intelligent scanning, which we can intelligently eliminate data from the query through our multi-level partitioning indexes. And so regardless as to how fast you can scan the data warehouse, this enables you to get to the answer much quicker. So Teradata 12 is really the foundation of what we offer. We also introduced, April 21st of this year, a platform family. Because traditionally, Teradata was only seen for the most complex, most difficult problems, only for very large companies. Right? Because we've been doing this for over 25 years. But what we introduced was a family. So we introduced the 2500 and we introduced the 550. And this purpose of this was really to bring the value of Teradata to other opportunities. So the 550 is a single node, S&P platform. 2500 is a decision support optimized environment. And all of them run Teradata 12. So all of those advantages I talked about can be deployed across any of the family members. And what's also nice and a big differentiator for us is because it's all on Teradata 12, it's easy to migrate all of your database ETL from one system to another up the overall family. So this is just a bit of the family. So the 550, really very good for departmental applications, test and development. It can scale to 6 terabytes and at a price point of $67K per terabyte. Traditionally, before we announced the family, only people that could afford 250 to 300K per terabyte would look at Teradata. So this is a lot less. The 2500, very scalable, up to 140 terabytes with high availability, but at 119K per terabyte. And then our traditional platform with active enterprise data warehousing is scalable up into the petabytes, and that's really starting at 200K. So one of our differentiators is really being able to deliver platforms across different workload types and different scalability profiles. Again, all powered by Teradata 12. Why Teradata? I mean, what is our competitive advantage? Absolutely this concept, too, of a single database standard for analytical databases. This has been something we've traditionally seen with like Oracle for OLTP standards, but now we're starting to talk about have a data warehouse standard. So We've talked about the 5550, but you can also have a 5550 combined with a 2500. Maybe you want to do some offloads of workload. You might want to have some departmental data marts with 550s, connected into the EDW. So the advantages of this is that you have the same training, same database, everything is migratable back and forth. You can even query different database structures with the exact same query set and get answers from it. So this is a big differentiation for us that you'll see us start really capitalizing on. The ability to leverage all of your existing resources and tools. So not only training, but all your underlying data structures, all your ETL processes, all your BI processes can easily be used across all the different platforms. And then if you do need to scale up, so let's say you outperform a 550 or your needs become beyond a 2500, you can then migrate that stuff up into a 5500, and that's a big differentiation for us also against the competition. Our position here is really that we've got you covered. So regardless of what it is that our customers want to do, if they want to build departmental data marts, they can do it with a 550. If they're a customer that's starting out and want an appliance type of approach, with a MPP platform for very high scalability, they can start with a 2500. Or if they're really evolving into an active kind of data warehouse structure, we have the 5550 for them. So we think today we're in our best position ever in terms of being able to compete across the board with IBM, with HP, with the appliance vendors. We talk a lot about these circles of evolution and where people really map in terms of what they're trying to accomplish with their data warehousing. So stage one here is really about reporting, kind of what happened. So you're looking at historical data, you're doing kind of basic types of reporting on it, you're doing some ad hoc, but as you start to move up here, you start analyzing why did something happen. Not just telling me, but doing some ad hoc analysis and asking very specific questions to uncover interesting data. Then you want to move up into more predicting and doing more analytical behavior. So let me start looking at how do I define certain types of forecasts, or how do I do certain propensities to buy. So you're starting to look in the future, right? So this is kind of basic reporting, what did happen. This is kind of doing kind of data discovery. And as you move up into predicting, you're trying to predict more of what's going on. There's also a stage here called operationalization, which is continuous updates. And this is more of our active space. So this is where you're doing real-time feeds to the data warehouse. Where down here, it's more traditional batch feeds. You've got both strategic and tactical questions going against the data warehouse to be able to provide that information down to the point of contact. And then the last one here is more activating and making it happen. So using event-based triggering, being able to do all your store procedures. And as you can see, all of these, as you move up the spectrum, continue to grow and take advantage. So it's not like you're just doing event-based up here. You're actually doing reporting, analyzing, predicting, operationalization, everything on a single warehouse and a single platform up on the high end. So when we look at the competition, though, we basically break this into basic DSS workload and then more active workloads. And you typically see companies like HP NeoView, Netezza, Datalegro. What these guys have done is they've said, okay, I'm going to deliver a decision support capability, but is really targeted towards basic reporting, ad hoc analysis, and a little bit of the predicting, but not able to go up into the high end and offering mission criticality, thousands of users within the environment. Now this is also where our 2500 fits. So from a competitive perspective, 2500 really competes head-to-head with these different vendors in this marketplace. Now IBM and Oracle, they can start moving up the spectrum a little bit more. Not truly to the full active, where you're able to do real-time loads, thousands of users, tactical and strategic. But really they start to move up into this space. Now what they've clearly done is they've taken more of a foundation and technology that was built for operational and trying to make it purpose-built.